Hello, it's Aaron again, bringing you another random rambling video. I started this on Friday, September 5th, 2025 at 8:04 p.m. Along with welcoming you to my channel, allow me to thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. I had a very stressful day yesterday, including a 1-hour Walmart trip that lasted 5 hours, and I'll tell you why. I'll explain, I should say. I planned a trip to go to Walmart for an hour yesterday. I was to be picked up between 11 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. and then I was to arrive to Walmart at no later than 12:19 p.m. So I scheduled a 1:15 return trip, only needing about an hour, I figured, and I was right. To do what I needed to do, all I needed to do was load some money onto my PayPal card, and I also wanted to get some Subway to take home for lunch. But instead of getting there by 12:19, they got me there at like 1:10. So 5 minutes before I were to be picked up. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get done everything I needed to do in 5 minutes. As soon as I got into Walmart, I got on the phone with CallRide. That's the transit system that caters to disabled people like myself. I got online. I got on the phone with CallRide to say, hey, they got me here at 1:05 or 1:10, whatever it was. I'm supposed to be picked up at 1:15. This isn't going to work. I need to get a later pickup. So while I was on the phone looking for a later pickup, my ride arrived. And they said, well, your ride's there. We'll just cancel that ride and then get you another one. I said, well, that's what I need to do. And so he said, okay. And he's like, so he did whatever he does. And he came back and said, well, the earliest we can get you is at 6 p.m. I'm like, 6 p.m.? It's freaking 1 o'clock right now, or 1:15, whatever it was. He's like, well, that's the earliest we can do, 6 p.m. He's like, would you like it? And I said, well, he said after 6, and he had like one at 8 or 9 p.m. I'm like, well, I'll take the 6, of course. That's all I can do. So then, an hour later, whenever I was done doing what I needed to do, as I expected, I would need about an hour. I called back to see if I could get an earlier pickup because I was done. And here it is, it's 2 o'clock or whatever it was, and I'm done. And I still got 4 hours to wait until they were going to come pick me up. So I called them back and asked if they had anything sooner than 6 o'clock now. And nope, still 6 o'clock was the best thing they could give me. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll take the 6 o'clock. But, God works in mysterious ways, because as I was sitting there, as bored as I could be, waiting for 6 o'clock to come, in walked a woman whom I recognized immediately as a former speech therapist I had at one of the homes I lived in. And she and I had become super close on a very professional level. But I loved that girl. I loved that woman to death. And I hadn't seen her. I haven't been in that home for years. I haven't seen her, of course, since. I haven't talked to her or seen her since leaving that home. And so seeing her was, a blessing. And, if I hadn't had to sit there for all that time, I wouldn't have seen her. So God works in mysterious ways. And so it's, not always our time. It's his time. I wanted to leave. If I left when I wanted to leave, which was as soon as it was ASAP, then I would not have seen her that day. I won't say her name because she probably wouldn't want me to say her name. I wouldn't have seen her yesterday, which I'm very happy I did. I'm still pretty giddy about getting to see her. And she was with her husband and her children. It was nice meeting all of them as well. And so it's his time, not our time. I learned that before, but I don't have time to tell that whole story. Maybe I will. In my next video, if I have enough time before my audio cuts out, I'm going to explain how it's always in his time, not ours. And I'll explain that in another video, because it's very important. I want to testify. It's a very important message to send, that it's all in his time, not ours. No matter what we want, he knows what's best for us. If I had been picked up immediately or very soon like I wanted to be, I never would have saw her yesterday. And I wouldn't have got to experience the enjoyment of seeing her and meeting her family and hanging out for a little bit. It was nice. It was very nice. I'm still giddy about it, as I said a minute ago. Well, I better hang this up before the audio cuts out, which I don't know why it does that. I have to figure out. I mean, this I use the OBS, which is a free open broadcaster software to make these videos, and it's free, so it's not a perfect program. It is flawed in a lot of ways, and apparently, I don't know if it's my laptop, I don't know if it's my GitHub that makes the audio go out, or if it's OBS. I've Googled it, and apparently it is a common problem. It told me how to fix it, but I couldn't. It didn't work for me the way that Google said to fix it. Maybe I'll watch a tutorial on YouTube to tell me how to fix OBS. They've got tutorials on OBS. They have OBS tutorials about everything. Maybe they'll tell you how to fix this audio cutting out after about 10 minutes. Because a lot of my videos would go on for a lot more than 10 minutes if I could. But I do want to tell the story of how it's always his time, not ours. I'll do that. I think I'm going to make the whole video, the next video. The whole next video is going to be contributed to that. What's up? All right. How you doing? There was a resident looking for my roommate, I guess. I don't know why he would be looking for me. We really don't have much of a relationship. But he knocked and came in and looked around and said, "Hey, how you doing, Aaron?" And I said, I said, "Hi." And you heard? I said, "I'm good. How are you doing?" And then he slammed the door. I don't know why he slammed the door. I guess he was angry that my roommate wasn't in here. Perhaps. Well, I better hang this up before the audio cuts out. But again, understand, if you're praying for something or wanting something badly, it's in his time, not ours. And so it was the type of thing that, like that was an exact timing thing. I wanted to leave in my time immediately. I didn't want to wait for hours when I was done and ready to go home. That was my time. His time said, no, you're going to sit there for a while and get to see your former speech therapist that you care so much about, and you're going to get to meet her family, and you're going to hang out for a little bit, and you get caught up and talk about old times and have a great old time. That's what he said. And I'm glad he said that. I'm glad that's what he did. It's his time, not ours, always. And I have a very long story that encompasses this that I'd like to tell in my next video. I'll have to make sure that I keep a close eye on my audio so that I'm not talking while the audio is going. Right now it's still working. I know that. I'm watching the sound bar bounce up and down. So the next time I make a long video, I have to keep my eye on the sound bar. I'll be talking on, and the audio would have cut out minutes ago. Well, anyway, I'm going to hang this up now while I still have audio. I can make my outro with audio. So here we go. 2 fingers, A-Dub Club. I'm going to see you when I see you. Pizza rolls. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. Peace.